النعمة على الأمة وأكمل لها دينها وكمل بمحمد صلى الله عليه وسلم مكارم الأخلاق كلها. أحمدك ربي حمد الشاكرين وأستغفرك استغفار التائبين وأصلي وأسلم على المبعوث رحمة للعالمين وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله ولي الصالحين. سبحانك ربي سبحانك، الشمس والبدر من أنوار حكمته، والبر والبحر فيض من عطاياه، الحوت مجده، والنمل تحت الصخور الصم قدسه، والنحل يهتف حمدا في خلاياه، والناس يعصونه جهرا فيسترهم، والعبد ينسى وربي لا ينساه. لا إله إلا الله أخلو بها وحدي، لا إله إلا الله يغفر بها ذنبي، لا إله إلا الله ألقى بها ربي، لا إله إلا الله أدخل بها قبري، لا إله إلا الله أدخل بها جنة ربي. وأشهد أن سيدنا وإمامنا وقائدنا وحبيبنا رسول الإنسانية محمد صلت عليك ملائكة الرحمن وسرى الضياء بسائر الأكوان لما أقبلت على الوجود مزودا بحمى الإله وراية القرآن. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليك سيدي يا رسول الله. ثم أما بعد, all praises due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Peace and blessings be upon the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. I bear witness openly and I testify that there is no God worthy of our worship, our submission, our love except Allah. I bear witness that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is the messenger of Allah, the best of the messengers and the best of the creations, the one who came with the intercession, the one who came with the mission from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I bear witness that he fulfilled the mission. I bear witness that he conveyed the message from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to gather us with the Prophet Muhammad in Jannah. Allahumma ameen. And we are sending our blessings and our salutations to all the prophets and the messengers of Allah without any distinction. And we are sending our salam, our salah and salam for the Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Welcome my brothers and sisters to another Jumu'ah, another time that you guys came to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And welcome to the Islamic Center of Richey, where everyone is welcome, alhamdulillah. Welcome with that sense of kindness and gentleness. Welcome with a heart full of love to welcome you. And as they said, إِذَا كَانَ أَهْلًا وَمَرْحَبًا إِكْثَارُهَا تَرَفٌ وَإِسْرَافٌ فَأَلْفُ أَهْلًا وَمَرْحَبًا فِيكُمْ لَيْسَتْ بِإِسْرَافٍ. 1,000 welcome in this session. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all of you, Allahumma ameen. And actually I'm preparing myself for the Umrah trip. And that will be the last Jumu'ah to be with you before the vacation, before the Umrah trip, inshallah. And the brothers in the masjid will take care of the khutbah, will take care of the lectures. So I wanted to leave you with a remarkable memory. And I asked myself, what is the gift that you can give people before you go for a vacation for almost 1 month? I said to myself, it is something related to our relationship with Allah. That is something we need to ask ourselves about. What is our ultimate goal? What are you looking for? What I'm looking for? You are coming here and you are working. You have family to take care of. You have children. you have wife, family members, and mashallah, you are doing great in your life, and every one of us has his own story of struggle, strive, success, getting skills, building his own life, struggling literally to have what you have. But what is your ultimate goal? And when you think about it, if our ultimate goal is just to eat and drink, it's just to live and die, that's very cheap. If our ultimate goal is just to take care of our families, so why we are so special? Then a verse in the Quran had stopped me and gave me the answer. When Allah said in Surah Ali Imran, فَمَنْ زُحْزِحَ عَنِ النَّارِ وَأُدْخِلَ الْجَنَّةَ فَقَدْ فَازَ. Whoever was taken away from Jahannam, from the hellfire, whoever was dragging away from the hellfire, and he was allowed to be in Jannah, that is the ultimate success. So our ultimate goal is to make it to Jannah. And as you can see, our life has ups and downs. Today you have, tomorrow you don't. Today you are full, tomorrow you are hungry. Today you are good, tomorrow you are sick. Today you are happy, tomorrow you are sad. Today you have a company, tomorrow you do not. Today you are good with your wife, with your spouse. Tomorrow you have conflict, you have argument. Life has trials, has troubles. Even the time that you go to trip, you come suffering body aching, tiredness, sickness. Is there any way that we could get rid of all of that? The Quran is giving us the answer. Yes, there is a place that you can get the absolute happiness in it. And not only this, that place, you will not find any tiredness, any sickness, any fatigue. That place, you can get the ultimate happiness, the ultimate peace. And another perspective in our life, what makes you happy? To get stuff, to buy a new car, to buy your dream car, to get a new house, that makes you happy. But I want you to think a little bit. You was dreaming of a certain car. You was dreaming of a certain cell phone, certain laptop, certain watch. You wanted to get Rolex. You wanted to get Lamborghini. You want to get that. You wanted to get that house. 5 bedrooms. I want to get, pool in the room. I want to get that. I want to get that. Before you get that thing, that item, you are overwhelmed. You want to get happiness when you catch it, when you own it. Can you describe once you get it? What do you feel after 1 week? After 2 months? After 2 years? After 5 years? I lost interest. Even the items that we are having, it is getting older. We lose the taste of it. The place that I'm talking to you about, no sickness, no tiredness, no hatred, no grudge, and its beauty renewable. You feel interest. You do not get bored for a minute. It is the place that you will find everything. And it is not even for limited time. Now, You remember when you was young? When you was in your 30s? Now you are 70, 60, now you are 80. Now you started to suffer and you saw the gray hair. You feel aching that you cannot, walk like before. You are not muscular like before. The place that I'm telling you about, where you find yourself always healthy, muscular, and not only this, you have the same age, 33. And when we talk about beauty, you will compete the Prophet Yusuf in beauty, being handsome. You will compete the Prophet Yusuf, who got half of the beauty only for himself. And when it comes to the bodybuilding, you will be so tall, like the tall of our father Adam was 66 arm length. You would be that huge, that muscular, handsome, healthy, no suffer, no sickness, and not only this, you will see all your family members that you lost. You will be with your dad, with your mom. You will be in that place with your wife, with your children, with your beloved friends, with your beloved family members. And let me give you more. You know what? You will see your beloved Rasul, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Not only him. You will see all the prophets, the messengers. You will see the companions. You will see Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, Ali. You will have your own palace in that place without credit card, without having money to pay monthly, without getting headache of bills. In that place, let me give you the ultimate pleasure in that place. In that place, you would be able to see your Creator, Allah. I'm talking about Jannah. How many times you asked Allah to grant you Jannah? But could you ever try to imagine Jannah? Could you ever try to take any grasp of Jannah? Sometimes when we talk with the young generation about the entertainment, the enjoyment in Jannah, they cannot get it. Because they try to look at Jannah with human lens. But Jannah, as Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said in the hadith, which is Qudsi hadith, that Allah had said, أعددت لعبادي الصالحين ما لا عين رأت ولا أذن سمعت ولا خطر على قلب بشر. I have prepared my servants the things that they didn't see before, the things that they didn't hear before, and the things that they cannot imagine, the things that will not come even to their imagination. But there are some verses, some ahadith is telling us about Jannah. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam one day was talking to the companions, and he said that hadith, and I am conveying the same message to you. And I asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help me to convey the same message of Rasulullah. One day Rasulullah called the companions and told them, هل من مشمر للجنة? Is there anyone here can fold his sleeves to work for Jannah? Is there anyone here is ready to get work to Jannah? Then he started to give us some of the description of Jannah. He said, فَإِنَّهَا وَاللَّهِ رَيْحَانَةٌ تَهْتَزُّ. وقصر مشيد ونهر مضطرد سائل. He described the rivers of Jannah. It has rivers flowing underneath our palaces. Jannah has palaces made out of gold and silver and pearls. Jannah, the paradise, has places that Allah had made by Himself, that Allah had created for our ultimate entertainment, our pleasure, our joy, and that is for eternity. That is something that we are going to live forever. Even the concept of time, that would be taken out of our minds. And not only this, in Jannah, you will find the angels of Allah are serving you. Allah said in the Quran, وَالْمَلَائِكَةُ يَدْخُلُونَ عَلَيْهِمْ مِنْ كُلِّ بَابٍ. From every gate, you will find angels are coming. They are welcoming you. Every day, or every time in Jannah, every moment, with our expression, you will find something new in Jannah. And no more suffer, no more thinking of the future, no more thinking of what I'm going to do, no more tiredness. You will not be afraid to get sickness. In Jannah, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said in the hadith, دخلت الجنة. And listen to this. That's clear evidence. دخلت الجنة. I entered Jannah. And maybe that was during the night journey and the ascension. Al-Isra wal-Mi'raj. The night journey. And he said, دخلت الجنة. فإذا بي بقصور الجنة. Then I found the palaces of Jannah and I saw it by myself. And I found very amazing, beautiful palace in Jannah. And I asked the angels, to whom that palace? They said, it is for one person, he is related to the Quraysh. That palace is for myself. Then I asked, to whom that palace? They said, it is for Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu anhu. Then Rasulullah said, I remembered that Umar is so jealous. If he knew that I entered his palace, he would get jealousy. And I didn't enter. And Rasulullah said that in front of Umar. Umar started to cry. And he said, أَوَمِنْكَ أَغَارُ يَا رَسُولَ اللَّهِ. Do you think that I feel jealous because of you? You could enter. That's yours. Look at how the companions reacted to the Jannah. And another hadith. Let me give you more, because it is my gift to you. Jannah. To let our hearts be attached to Jannah. And I will conclude with a hadith. Wallahi, it's my gift. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, one day, As-Sayyida Khadija, his wife, entered to him. And when she entered, Rasulullah welcomed her. Then, all of a sudden, Sayyiduna Jibreel came down. And he said, Ya Rasulullah, As-salamu yuqri'uka as-salam. Allah is as-salam. He is sending the salam to you. And Allah is telling you, Aqri' Khadijata minni salam. Convey my salam to Khadija. Who is sending salam to Khadija? Allah. Allah is sending salam to Khadija. Then Jibreel said, And me too, Ya Rasulullah. Please tell her that I am Jibreel sending salam to her. And Allah is telling you, listen. Bashir Khadijata min Allah. Give the glad tidings, the good news from Allah to Khadija. بِقَصْرٍ فِي الْجَنَّةِ. That she is going to get a palace in Jannah. مِنْ قَصَبٍ لَا صَخَبَ فِيهِ وَلَا نَصَبٍ. That Khadija will get a palace in Jannah, that palace made of a single diamond. And that palace has no tiredness, has no sickness, has no fatigue. Palace made of a single piece of diamond. Can you imagine this? This is Khadija. And just to try to picture this in our mind, I know it is hard, but we try. We try to understand. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had described, it has rivers of honey. It has rivers of milk. It has river of pure water. It has river of liquid which is so tasty and enjoyable. It has rivers. You and I, we memorize Inna a'tainaka al-kawthar. Where is al-kawthar? In Jannah. That is for Rasulullah. And not only this, let me give you more today. Let me give you more. So you will get that sense of, I want to see Jannah. You will get the mercy and the blessings of Allah every single day. Whenever you look at the mirror, you will find yourself perfect. Perfect in every sense. Perfect in every manner. Perfect in every aspect. You will be perfect in Jannah. And your wife, your children, your family members. And not only this, let me tell you about how many doors that your palace will have in Jannah. You will get 4 doors in that palace. 4 main doors. The first one, the angels will come through. The second one, you will get your family relatives to come and visit you. The second one, you would be able to open it to see your bad friend in the dunya while he is in the hellfire. So you would praise Allah for granting you Jannah. Allah said in Surah As-Saffat, فَاطَّلَعَ فَرَآهُ فِي سَوَاءِ الْجَحِيمِ قَالَ تَاللَّهِ إِنْ كِدْتَ لَتُرْدِينِ وَلَوْلَا نِعْمَةُ رَبِّي لَكُنْتُ مِنَ الْمُحْضَرِينَ. Allah said in Surah As-Saffat, He opened the gate and He saw the bad friend. And He said, you see, if I followed you, you would bring me to Jahannam. But alhamdulillah, that Allah has granted me Jannah. And let me give you the surprise. The 4th door will not be opened by your permission. Will not be opened by your button. No, it will be opened by the permission of Allah. You know why? When Allah invites you to see Him, that door, when you open it, you will be able to look at the face and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, your creator. That's why Allah said in Surah Yunus, لِلَّذِينَ أَحْسَنُوا الْحُسْنَى وَزِيَادَةً. Those who did well in the dunya, they will get al-husna. Al-husna means something excellent. Something excellent. So the companion said, we know what is excellent, Ya Rasulullah. We know excellency. We know the excellent here means Jannah. But Allah is saying they will get something they will get something excellent and something more over that excellent. They will get something extra. And they said, what is that extra? He said, to be able to look at the face of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is why, as Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, there will be manabir. You know, that is called mimbar. It's a plural word. There will be manabir, min nur, made out of light, in Jannah. And everyone will be called to his own mimbar. Then Allah will call behind the curtain, behind the veil. And Allah will say, "Oh my servants, I have favored you by giving you Jannah. Do you want more?" And they will say, "Oh Allah, you already gave us everything. We do not want something more." Then Allah will say, "Ask me for more. Ask me to give you more." Then they will talk together and they will say, "Arina wajhaka ya Allah." "Oh Allah, we wanted to see you." Then Allah will remove the curtain, the veil, and they will be able to see Allah. The narration said, وَمَا مِنْ أَحَدٍ إِلَّا وَحَاضَرَهُ رَبُّهُ مُحَاضَرًا. Each one of them, except that Allah had spoke directly to him. Allahu Akbar. May Allah grant us Jannah. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gather us in Jannah. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله العلي العظيم. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. My brothers and sisters, I wanted to take you to a quick journey to Jannah, to try to picture in our minds the palaces, the gardens, and each and everything in Jannah. But of course the time is so limited, you cannot talk about everything in Jannah in that very short time. Like one of the things that I like to share with you before we finish the khutbah, that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam transmitted the hadith that one day Sayyidina Musa asked Allah, "Oh Allah, who is the lowest of Jannah? The lowest person in Jannah, what is going to get?" He said that person, the lowest degree in Jannah, Allah would allow him to enter Jannah. Then he would say to Allah, "Oh Allah, I entered Jannah and it is packed. No place for me. It is packed. I have no spot in Jannah." Then Allah will tell him, "Go back and check." Then he would go and get back to Allah and would say, "Oh Allah, no place for me. I am the last one to enter Jannah. There is no space, no more space in Jannah." Then Allah would say to him, "Would you be pleased if I granted you the kingdom of the richest king of the dunya? Would you be pleased?" So the person said, "Oh Allah," like he didn't believe. "Oh Allah, are you making fun of me? Are you mocking me?" Allah said, "I will grant you the kingdom of the richest king of the dunya and the similar of his kingdom, the similar of his kingdom, the similar of his kingdom, and more and more." And in the fifth time, that servant will say, "Oh Allah, I am pleased. I am content." And Allah would say, "Because you are pleased, all of that will be multiplied by 10. So he would get 50 times of the richest king of the dunya. Then Sayyidina Musa got surprised. He said, "Oh Allah, that is the lowest. What about the highest? What about the highest?" Then Allah said, أُولَٰئِكَ عِبَادِي الَّذِينَ أَرَدْتُ. Those are my servants, my own special group that I wanted. زرعت كرامتهم بيدي. I created by my own hand their pleasure, their entertainment. And Allah Himself will supervise that for them. But He didn't explain. And now you can imagine, if the angels will take care of the lowest, and that is what is for the lowest. Now I will leave that for your imagination to think, what about the highest? Do you feel now different that you want to be in Jannah? Let me whisper to your ears something very important. Now I want you to look back to your life. After all that running, suffering, back and forth, coming from back home, applying for your paperwork, getting married, have children, move from that work to that work, getting a house. After all of that, what are you waiting for? What is your ultimate goal? And to put it in a nutshell, if you want to know your ultimate goal, on the day of judgment, when Allah will resurrect you, and you find your shroud, and you find the dust, then you remove the dust out of your body, and you find the angels of Allah, and you look at the scale, you look at the books, the records of your deeds, and the angels will call your names, and they will say, so and so, come to meet with Allah. And you wanted the last moment when Allah will tell you, oh my servant, here is what you did. And here is my final decision. My angels, take him to Jannah. Allah. If Allah said that, that's it. You made it. You made it. You entered Jannah. And the angels will take you and will say, Salamun alaykum bima sabartum. Peace be upon you because of your patience in the dunya. Salamun alaykum. That's the first statement that you will hear from the angels. You made it. Khalas. Don't worry. No more sickness. No more tiredness. No more running. No more aching. No more stress. Sayyidina Imam Ahmed Aly, they asked him, when we are going to get the 100% happiness and peace? He said, when you put your first step into Jannah. This is when you get the ultimate peace. Let me tell you, as I promised, the last gift. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, whoever asked Allah 3 times to let him enter Jannah, whoever said, oh Allah, let me enter Jannah 3 times, Jannah itself, it will talk on behalf of you to Allah. And Jannah will say, oh Allah, let him enter to me. Can we do that today? Let's say 3 times. Oh Allah, let us enter Jannah. Oh Allah, let us all enter Jannah. Oh Allah, let us all enter Jannah. And Jannah will take care of the rest and talk on behalf of us to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As I told you, that was my last Jumu'ah before going to the Umrah trip. And inshallah Rabbil Alameen, I will leave you all under the protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Of course, I'm going to miss each and every one. That wonderful community. And hopefully, inshallah, we can meet at the middle of December, inshallah Rabbil Alameen. Jazakumullah khairan. And please, do not forget me in your dua. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وإسرافنا في أمرنا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. اللهم توفنا مسلمين والحقنا بالصالحين واحشرنا يا ربنا في زمرة خير المرسلين. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم وأقم الصلاة. قوموا إلى صلاتكم يرحمكم الله.